So, what we're going to do here is take a list of 30 powerful tips and transform them into a real actionable journey. This isn't just about reading advice. Nope. It's about building the kind of mindset you need to take an idea from just a thought in your head to something with real world impact. So, let's dive in.
Okay, let's kick things off with a really important question. What do you think is the single biggest hurdle that stops countless amazing business ideas dead in their tracks? Is it not having enough money? Is it not having the perfect idea? What is it?
And there it is. The answer is waiting to feel confident. It's this belief that you have to feel ready before you can actually do anything. But as this brilliant first lesson shows us, that is completely backward. Confidence isn't something you need to get started. It's something you earn by starting. It's the result of taking action.
And that idea perfectly sets up our first stage, the launch pad. This is all about breaking that initial inertia, pushing through the fear and just getting the wheels in motion. I mean, think about it like this. It's a perfect analogy. Nobody gets behind the wheel of a car for the very first time feeling like a professional race car driver. You feel awkward, you're nervous, you probably make a few mistakes, but you learn by doing. Business is exactly the same. You have to be willing to start imperfectly and just get better as you go.
So it all boils down to this fundamental choice. Are you waiting or are you doing? The waiting mindset says, I can't start until I have money. The doing mindset says, wait a minute, I have skills right now. Whether you can write or design or fix things or organize, that skill is your actual starting capital. That's what gets you moving and builds momentum today.
And here is a trap that, let's be honest, we all fall into. We call it planning or doing research, but so often it's just fear wearing a clever disguise. Overthinking leads to what they call analysis paralysis, where you get so stuck trying to create the perfect plan that you never actually take that first crucial step. The goal isn't perfection. It's taking smart, calculated action and doing it quickly.
Okay, so you've launched, you're in motion. Awesome. But now what? Well, that brings us to our second section, the toolkit. These are the absolute essential skills you've got to build to turn that initial burst of action into a real sustainable business. First up, this is a huge mental shift for a lot of people. You have to forget about charging by the hour. We need to really understand value-based pricing. It's not about how long a task takes you. It's all about the value of the result, the solution you deliver for your customer. And this example just makes it so incredibly clear. You've got two cleaners. Cleaner A is kind of slow, takes 5 hours. Cleaner B is a total pro, does an even better job, and gets it done in just 2 hours. Now, if they're both charging by the hour, who makes more money? The slower one? Does that make any sense at all? Of course not. The expert, the one who delivers a better result faster, should be rewarded for their expertise, not punished for it. This is the key takeaway you need to burn into your brain. Your expertise, your efficiency, the quality of your results, that's what creates value, and you need to price accordingly. Your time is part of the equation, sure, but the result is what your customer is actually buying. Next up in the toolkit, sales. And hey, let's be real. A lot of people hear the word sales and they just cringe, but it's not about being pushy or slick. Real sales is just effective communication. It's about educating a potential customer and showing them clearly and confidently how you can solve their problem. So many good businesses fail simply because the owner is afraid to do this. And finally, you have to know your numbers. Look, I get it. This might not be the most glamorous part of being an entrepreneur, but it is absolutely vital. How much money came in? How much went out? What's the profit? You simply cannot improve what you don't measure. A quick, simple weekly check-in like this keeps your feet on the ground and helps you make much smarter decisions. So we've launched, we've got our basic toolkit. How do we keep this thing going for the long haul? Well, that leads us right into our third stage, the engine. This is all about the daily habits that create sustainable, consistent progress day in and day out. Okay, this is so important. You have to understand the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation is a feeling. It's awesome, but it's flaky. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is a system. It's what you do whether you feel like it or not. Building a real structure and sticking to it is what creates a stable business, not waiting around for inspiration to strike. And what do you do inside that disciplined system? You aim for tiny, tiny improvements. Just check out the power of compounding here. Getting just 1% better every day feels like nothing in the moment. But over a month, and especially over a year, it leads to absolutely massive growth.
Forget about giant leaps. Just focus on those small daily upgrades. Here is a simple but really profound rule for your daily engine. It is so easy to spend the entire day scrolling social media, watching videos, reading articles about what other people are building. That's consumption. To build your own thing, you have to flip that ratio on its head. Your primary activity has to be producing, creating, shipping, and executing. Okay, that brings us to our fourth and final stage, the North Star. Now that you've got the tools and you're building the habits, you need that high-level vision, that guiding light that informs every single thing you do. This is all about your time horizon. Look, the temptation to make a quick buck is always there. But businesses that last, the ones that are truly successful, they are not built overnight. They're built patiently by creating solid systems and by earning trust over the long haul. You have to start thinking in years, not weeks. And this quote right here, it gets to the absolute heart of that long-term vision. Your reputation is your single most valuable asset, period. It's built one promise at a time, one quality delivery at a time. Revenue will go up and down, but a rock-solid reputation provides a foundation that will support you for years and years to come. So as we wrap up this whole journey, I'm going to leave you with one final question to really chew on. You've shifted your mindset. You're ready to start before you're ready, to build skills, to be disciplined, and to think for the long term. That's huge. But the final challenge is this. Now that you're on the path, are you setting goals that truly stretch you? Are you thinking big enough? Because small thinking will always limit your impact.